if I saw another day, all we do is scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same mistake. Darling, when you go away, won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, Old Man G here, back again with another weekly Q&A. I'm back again. I think I've not streamed for a few days now. It was a busy weekend. It actually was my birthday on Monday, so I'm a year older. So a lot of festivities going on, weddings, birthday celebrations, etc. Not my wedding, but I'm back. So that's why there's not been a lot of streams, although I have been trying to upload a few shorts, more on that later. But weekly Q&A Wednesdays. I love this, guys. This is probably my favorite show of the week, actually, where it's very relaxed. You ask me Q&A questions, and I just have a conversation with you guys and the channel, updating what I have the channel right now, but also commenting on like the latest events going on in Manchester United and in football media as well. So before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, United X, smash the notification button, latest Manchester United news, and then some. It definitely means a lot, guys. Shout out first and foremost to Eddie in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Big up RDS. How you Martinez does in the first season? Sure, first seller. I will get to that because we're going to talk about Martinez. Big up all in the chat. Big up Eddie. Shout out to Chainsaw Man. Really appreciate it. And we are going to be doing, hopefully, fingers crossed, a podcast that is definitely coming. The podcast is definitely coming. 2 seconds, yeah. And Zach, who's watching on Twitch, thank you very much, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. Always here when I can. Yeah, and I appreciate Chainsaw. You've been a very loyal supporter of the channel, man, and I really appreciate it. And it certainly motivates me to deliver more content and yeah, to keep on going, to be honest, So, because the only reason why I do it is because of the community, guys, and the people watching like yourself. It might not be the biggest channel or the biggest community, but it's a positive community, and that's what I like to create. Happy late birthday. Thanks, Zach, man. I really appreciate it. We all love these are so chill. Thanks, but Liverpool lose, but we moved. Oh, interesting. Hinton, who's did Liverpool lose to? I wasn't keeping track of that. Big up Eddie Chainsaw. A shout out to you guys. So before I get into the weekly Q&A, actually, just a few announcements, recent announcements for the channel that I thought important. I'm going to try and combine. I usually do a community update video for this type of stuff. But I thought it'd be just good to just almost combine that with the weekly Q&A. And basically, so a few things before I rattle off. The first thing is this. The first thing is, Chainsaw have someone. Thank you for the super chat, Chainsaw Man. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope work is okay. I appreciate it, buddy. I really do. I do. Sesko 1, Liverpool 0. Well, it is what it is. 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 It just is what it is. Liverpool will do it. Pog Champion 90 says, hey, see. Well, we're going to talk about Ronaldo. We will talk about Ronaldo soon. Yeah, we'll talk about Ronaldo. We will. That's a bit of a problem. I'd say. We don't talk about Liverpool here, though. Right. So yeah, let me just. So just going on to my announcement, just quickly, just for those, and I'll probably repeat it again. So try into a couple of times. As the stream goes on. Sorry, my words aren't coming out. Anyway, so the first announcement is this. Okay, so I've actually created another channel. So for those who know, obviously Red Devil Studio is the main channel. I have a second channel called Red Marble, which is just entertainment, podcasts, all the rest of it. But I've created a second channel which is called Red Devil Studio Extra. It's called Red Devil Studio Extra. You might see it on the page. The link's in the description. I'm going to pin the link in the chat. And basically, the point of that channel is that it's essentially a shorts channel. So from now on, I will be uploading shorts to this channel, but that channel is predominantly just shorts and highlights. So if you have a clip, if you feel free to clip some of the videos, send them to me, upload them to that channel. Or what I'll be doing a lot of, which is I'll be posting short YouTube shorts for post-match reactions when the season starts, not just for United but other teams, on that channel, direct to that channel. I'll be posting like a lot of those. So link will be in the description. I'll pin it in the chat. It's called Red Devils 2 Extra. If you go over and subscribe, it would mean a lot. But that is strictly going to be a shorts channel because YouTube is pushing YouTube Shorts right now. So that is that. Similar to that, I have also created a TikTok. See, I'm expanding my social media, man. I'm expanding my social media. So I'm also on TikTok as well. So I'll be sort of combining the TikTok with the so basically the shorts that are on TikTok, I'll be uploading to YouTube, to my YouTube Shorts, and vice versa, if that makes any sense. So, but the link is in the description. I'm also on TikTok as well. Obviously posting shorts as well. So I'm just gonna pin the link in the chat. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. To redirect. I'll just do this. This will be different. Yes, I've got this. Cool. Yes, there we go. And I'll pin that. So that should be in the chat, and I'll pin the message. So yes, please head over and subscribe to Red Devil Studio Extra. I'd really appreciate it. Any more announcements? Oh yes. Just final announcements before we actually get into the Q&A and actually get to your questions. So I know we have a lot of burning questions, and I appreciate it. I'll be using the community tab button a lot more, putting a lot more polls. YouTube have this really cool feature where actually, I know it's not manic, but they're actually using pictures with polls. And ironically enough, as soon as I attach pictures with polls, I seem to get more votes. So I'll be using the YouTube poll option a lot more with United, but also non-Manchester United related stuff, posting polls with pictures and stuff like that, to just sort of continue the sort of community engagement. This will be especially true when it comes to versus battles, etc. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. If you're seeing me posting loads of polls over and over again, it's because I'm trying to increase the community engagement and the engagement of people who have the channel. So I'd appreciate it if you see a poll, vote in the poll, like the poll, and share it, man. It would mean a lot. Right, that's all the announcements out of the way. Sorry, I know that's like first time of announced stuff like that, and want to get to the weekend Q&A. So, but let's get into it anyway. So let me have a look. Let's have a look first. Just a couple of questions that are in the chat. It's Sharp subscribing, done RDS. Thank you so much, Chainsaw. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's the channel. Yes, it's this one. Yeah. Thanks, Chainsaw. Appreciate it. I'll send clips to you, especially on Factors. By all means, bro. By all means. That would be yeah. I guess we could change it into a receipt channel. That would definitely be interesting. Let's have a look here. So let's quickly, so go into the questions, because I'm going to talk about, in the midst of questions, and get them in, Lisandro Martinez, obviously Ronaldo comments, and Kounde. Those are the big kind of themes of today. So, but I will be I'll be addressing your questions as well. So get them in. So Eddie, big up RDS. How do you think Martinez does in his first season? Surefire starter from the beginning. So Eddie, obviously, welcome to Manchester United, Lisandro Martinez. Check out my YouTube short on it. It's there. Do I think Lisandro Martinez will be a success? What I think, sorry, 2 seconds. What I think is that for sure he'll be a starter. Whether he'll be successful or not depends on whether he will keep up with the demands of the Premier League. But what I do know is that he will be he'll be a starter. And the big question for me is who starts alongside with him, because you don't pay that amount of money for a player to just host him on the bench. So is he going to who's going to pair with him? Is it going to be him and Maguire? In which case, you're now putting Varane on the bench. And for me, you can't do that. You can't put Varane on the bench. Lindelof is bench. There's no doubt about it. Lindelof is going to be on the bench. We have 6 centre-backs now. I love the signing of Lisandro Martinez. I do, but it's an area where, to be honest, we actually are stacked. We are stacked. We have 6 centre-backs. Well, technically 7 if you could Axel. So we need to get rid of, we need to have 4, maximum 5, but 4 really. 4 is the ideal. We have Maguire, we have Lindelof, we have Lisandro, we have Bay, we have Phil Jones, we have Axel, and we have Varane. 7 centre-backs. So in an ideal world, you need to get rid of Phil Jones, sell him. I don't know why we haven't been able to do that. You probably need to let Twansebe go. I don't know about another loan, but he probably needs to go. And then probably sell Bailly. He's probably the one that could be sold easily. I don't know why United have 7 centre-backs at the club. It's the one area where there is too much. There's too much. And then on the other hand, midfielders, we barely have any. So it's a very big mix. So, if he does start, and I'm sure he will, who does he get paired with? That for me is the question. And for me, in an ideal world, it'd be him and Bailly. That would be awesome. It's not an ideal world, so at least him and Varane. It can't be him and Maguire. It just can't. It probably will be, but it can't be, in my opinion. Let's have a look. And yeah, again, thanks again for the happy late birthday, Zach. I really appreciate it. I don't tend to big up those types of things. Or at least, I mean, I don't. Yeah, Pogba is sweet. Yeah. Bro, trying to join Atletico. Yeah, we are going to talk about Mr. CR7 soon. Color Card says Chelsea has signed Kounde. Here we go again. We will be talking about Kounde as well. Nah, he won't. Yeah, he's not going to join Atleti. He's not. So another question: what's the biggest one that made you scared the most? Whew. When was I recently scared? The biggest one I was scared. Probably be work related. When hospital wise, I don't want to give too much away. So, but when you feel that you might be indirectly responsible for patient harm, I think that's big. Thank God nothing happened, but yeah, that's definitely big. Yes, okay. Quickly scroll down. Pick bowls are the best on YouTube. Exactly. So we're posting a lot of those. He'll be with Varane. Zach, I hope you're right. I really, really hope you're right that he will be with Varane. I really, really hope you're with Varane, but I'm not sure. By the way, guys, if you're on Twitch, please support me on Twitch. I'm trying to be affiliate, so I need to get quite a few people watching the Twitch stream as well as here. So if you're on Twitch, please watch on Twitch, man. I'd really, really appreciate that. Honest opinion on Thomas Tuchel, I think he's disrespected the most in the Premier League. Well, we are going to talk about Kounde and Chelsea in a bit. Michael, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Michael Talks, and guys, if you're watching, those who are watching, please head over to Michael Talks Football, subscribe. He does a lot of great content. His channel is growing, and like him, I'm so looking forward to the World Cup. It's going to be very good for content creators. So make sure you head over. Big up RDS. Honestly, Ronaldo is going to continue until the final of the tournament. Did you see the Atletico fans' response? Yeah, they were like, screw him. No club wants him. You know, I don't really know. I don't really know what the thing is. The thing that I don't quite understand. Okay, let's I'll come back to Lisandro Martinez because if anyone has any specific questions about him, I'll come back to him. But yeah, let me post it. I'll come back to him. Let me just see if there's any other comments. Happy late birthday. Thank you, Chainsaw. By the way, 10 years since the Olympics, best moment of 2012 Olympics. Best moment of 2012. If I remember, Mo Farah and Usain Bolt. I think those two, those are the two that stand out for me. But to be honest, I just like the fact that I just like the fact that it brought the country together. Like that's what I like about the Olympics. Like there was just a positivity. I can't remember the last time that Britain was that kind of positive. If that makes any sense, I generally can't remember the last time it was that positive. It really brought the positivity together. It really did. Chainsaw says here on Twitch support as well. Thank you so much, buddy. Nice, Chainsaw. When was your birthday? I keep missing about it because I work. No. I don't really announce it, but it was on Monday, the 25th of July. It was on Monday. So yeah, I'm a year older. So just spent some time with the family. Went out with some colleagues, you know. So it was good. It was good. Nothing too big. I don't tend to make a big deal of birthdays these days, you know. The reason I like Twitch is because I can use other apps whilst listening to the stream at the same time. Yeah. Twitch is good like that. There's a lot of stuff that I don't like about YouTube in that respect. Another super chat by Michael. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Happy late birthday. When was the last time you visited Nigeria? For a personal thing, I want to cover Africa one day. Love the competition. When I was 7 years old, to my shame, Michael, when I was 7 years old, I've not been to Nigeria since. I would definitely love to cover AFCON properly. I mean, the closest is probably trying to do some sort of collaborations with channels based in Nigeria or then some. So, but actually, just to going there would be actually be really good, and doing maybe some live vlogs and stuff like that. That would be just incredible. It's just to getting time out of work to do it. That's the hardest part, really. I mean, I've not even been to a Champions League final or any final, let alone the World Cup or anything like that. So shout out to the USA people. They'll hopefully see a team at the World Cup, But yeah, if the channels of the Vutos get as big as you are, then you can pay. You can get sponsors to pay you to go there to pre-season and stuff and all these different things. So, but yeah, that's for the exclusive 100K plus sponsorship type of sort of stuff. So I'm a long way away from 100K. That's going to be, but dreams are there. So I hit my target. I need to get to 100K subscribers, so I want to get to 100K in 5 years time. I want to be at 100K subscribers. How? I don't know, but I'm on the grind. I'm going to try, and I'm going to keep on going. So if you're new, like and subscribe. Let's have a look. 22 is going to be lit. Be right back. So Chainsaw, better than coffee. Right. Let me quickly go back to Michael's super chat though, because I think it's a key thing as we go. It's essentially the question, I think. And it's this. The Ronaldo saga. The Ronaldo saga. The Ronaldo saga. Okay, so two things I don't really quite understand. I think the first thing is that he doesn't have a club. United are adamant that they're not going to sell him, and they were in reason to because he's under contract. And I'm consistent with all players in this is that when you're under contract, What can you do? And he should be a professional. Number two, I know this comes from the Champions League, his brand, etc. I get that. But two, which club wants him? Like even if he gets released from his contract and say I want to terminate it, okay, fine. You terminate it. You pay. Ronaldo's rich enough; he can pay off the rest of his contract. That's not a problem. But where does he go? That's the key thing. Like if he's already if his agent has spoke to other clubs, then like okay, fine, we will sign you without a transfer fee and maybe pay you a couple of 100, 200K a week, and he's got that arrangement, then maybe I can kind of understand how he wants to sort of terminate the contract. But then you should just pay off the remainder of his contract to Manchester United. But that's assuming that those clubs want him. So that's the key. Is like, are there clubs that want him? Top clubs that want him? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't care about that. He just cares about Champions League. In which case, maybe an Inter or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know what the strategy is because, as far as I'm aware, that no club seems to want Cristiano Ronaldo at present. Only Manchester United. So, as you said, you saw the Atletico Madrid response. We don't want him here. PSG, there isn't really a fit for him. They've said that no, they've already spent money on on Mbappe and maybe Neymar still going to be there. Bayern, I still think going to break their wage structure. You can't demand 500K. Can't be the most. They've denied it. They've said no. Other Premier League teams, Chelsea, have said no, not for what I want. So where exactly can he go? Where exactly can Cristiano Ronaldo go? I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Where can he go? I just don't get it. I don't get where he can go. I don't. So what I would say though is that it is the way that it's been handled, because people sort of going on Pogba, and yes, of course, Ronaldo achieved. We still got nostalgia of what happened on his first flying time, what he did, and how great he was, etc., which I think is good. That is nostalgia. But you also got to judge what he's actually doing now, and what he's doing now is incredibly disrespectful, in my personal opinion. It is incredibly disrespectful for Cristiano Ronaldo you're under contract, you need to be professional, and you need to play. You missed out on preseason because of family reasons, whilst focusing on getting another club. Pogba, in fairness to him, did not do this. He didn't. He didn't want to go, but he still went to preseason, he still went to his things, he wound his contract down, and then he left and went to Juventus. Fair enough. And lo and behold, he's actually got a lateral meniscus tear and he's actually injured again. I was telling people that Pogba was injury prone, but they didn't listen. That said, what Ronaldo's doing, in my opinion, is worse than what Paul Pogba is doing. And if he doesn't turn up to, because he's not, from what I see, turned up to training, but we'll see. If he doesn't turn up to training, he doesn't play, because people forget the season starts. The season starts next week. That's the season starts next week. You've got the Charity Shield this weekend, and the season starts next week. So aside from his just general fitness, he's not been with the team. He's not integrated. So, what's going to happen? And yes, maybe he's like, listen, this club is a joke because it hasn't been ambitious on the transfer window. And I think that's true. Because let's be real, Manchester United bought Ericsson on a free, a centre back on top of all the other centre backs, and a young left back, and that's it. That's it. So Tyrell might not even start. Lisandro will, and Ericsson will be a squad player, so he may not start. So really, and I tell some Manchester United fans, really, the starting game of the season, the only difference might be Lisandro Martinez in the starting 11. The rest of the 11 is going to be, the rest of the 10 is going to be the same. Why are United fans hyped? The majority of the squad is going to be the same, if not worse. Because no Pogba, no Matic, potentially no Ronaldo, so the midfield is the same. What's the difference? Maybe Van der Beek comes in, maybe Maguire's dropped or not, those are two, but really the front three, so it's the same. So I can understand where Ronaldo might be frustrated in aspect where, like, if they were making moves like Spurs or etc., signing players, then possibly, but they're not. So, United are not going to be challenging the title for the title this season. The only thing really that they might get, and obviously I'll talk a bit more about this in the preview that I hope we're doing on Friday. The expectation of Manchester United this season should be very, very low. And obviously a player like Ronaldo can't deal with that. So, yeah, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one, and I don't know what the solution is. But at the end of the day, I think for me the solution is to just sell him. Just sell him. Just let it just sell him, and then that's it. Let him go wherever, etc. Fine. But for me, the issue is that where does he go to? Where does he go to? And from what I can see, he's not going anywhere. So at least that's my understanding of the situation. He is not going anywhere. Right, but I'll come back to that again. Sandra Hassan says, "Hey RDS, just asking a question. As of now, which club do you think in both England and around the world has had the best transfer window?" Thank you, Sandra Hassan. Which club? So I'll start with England first. I think England, I'm still going to say Spurs. So far, for what they need and for what Conte wants, I still think Spurs. Spurs, and then probably City with a close second if you include Julian Alvarez. But yeah, I would say Spurs are probably the best with them City in England currently. Around the world, that's tough. A part wants to say Barcelona, but to be honest, I don't think that the likes of Rafinha and Kounde are. I mean, they're good players. They're good players, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're like world class. And with the amount that they paid, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's gone between Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Barcelona having signed Rafinha, Kounde, obviously we signed Dembele, Bayern sort of getting De Ligt, for example. It's between those two. Probably just Bayern. I think just Bayern. I would say that's my personal opinion. Unless you include PSG spending more money on Mbappe, but yeah, I'll give it to Bayern. Sanchez saying thanks for the question, buddy. David T is, oh my god, I missed your birthday. Happy late birthday. Hope you have an amazing night. Thank you, David T, man. I appreciate it from the fellow Nigerian brother as well, man. And I was good. Good. You should stop by the members hangout sometime as well, by the way. Like it'd be good to stop by, So but yeah, I'm doing good. Refreshed, energized, willing to sort of push this channel forward, and further forward is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Amongst other things, he wants his contract to be relinquished to join the Champions League side. Yeah, but the point is, though, but this is what I'm saying is that I don't know why. I'm gonna quickly look at Fabrizio. What's Fabrizio saying? Yeah, so Fabrizio's tweet. Let me quickly share this because this is what Fabrizio was saying about 2 hours ago, just before I went live. No changes yet for Cristiano Ronaldo situation. Manchester United insist he's not for sale. Cristiano Ronaldo told Ten Hag in the last 24 hours that he still wants to leave. His agent, Jorge Mendes, will try again to find a solution, weighing strategy on as last year with Juventus. So he's just waiting. He's just waiting. So yeah, we know he wants to leave. Cool, okay, but who wants him? That's the point of this whole thing. Like, who wants Cristiano Ronaldo? Like, so I don't quite understand where, like, he says, I just don't understand it really. Like, I'd understand it if he'd have a, but which he wants. Fundamentally, this is Champions League football, so it's United's fault for not qualifying for the Champions League. That's the big issue. There'd be no, what opinion of the sentence, there'd be no issue if United qualify for the Champions League. That's the key thing. That is the key thing. No issue if United qualify for the Champions League. No issue. The fact that they haven't is what's caused this problem. And so, in a sense, United should have seen this coming. And I would have made the argument that United should have seen this coming, so much so that if this was a big thing, it should have been something included, and also Ronaldo in his contract. Like, oh, if we don't qualify the Champions League, I can be released from my contract. That's basically that. When he negotiated with United, something that should have been the thing in this contract. Listen, part of the stipulation we're staying is you qualify for the Champions League. If you don't, I'm a free agent. I don't know why that wasn't discussed. I don't see any club wanting him in the future either because he's too expensive. He's too expensive. That's it. He's too expensive. I really do think Eriksen will start over who? He could possibly start over Bruno, or possibly on the left or on the right. I can't remember at times in Spurs where we used to play on the left or right. I think it might have been the left. But if he is going to start, it'd be over Bruno, surely. Or I guess you could maybe have a front three of Eriksen, Martial, and Sancho, and maybe switch Sancho and Eriksen on both wings and drop Rashford, who's still having the mare, in my opinion. It's a complete mess that reminds me of Chainsaw on Twitch. Yes, it is. What's your prediction on Mars 2030? What do you mean, Chainsaw? I suppose I don't follow like NASA and space travel, to be honest. So, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you mean. If we're going to get to Mars in 2030, is that what you mean? Seattle deserves to leave him a best for part involved. I don't know. I mean, ultimately, like, I'd say that it's his fault. He should have put some sort of a contract in there to say that if his big thing was Champions League football, he should have made the stipulation that, hey, hang on a minute, if you don't qualify for Champions League, I will leave. That's what he said. Should have said. He didn't say that, so that's on him. Sandra, I think Bayern should get him, but then they'll be forced to play him all the games when they have Nabry, and that's the key thing, really. I keep on saying that Ronaldo can go, okay, fine, but who wants him? Mendes is trying to find a solution for his agent, but the reality is that when clubs openly come out and say, like Bayern, we don't want him, PSG, we don't want him, Atletico, we don't want him. Who else? Chelsea say we don't want him. So where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? That's the key. Like, where will he go? I don't know where he'll go. I don't know where he'll go. What's the next versus battle? Which one can join and win again? Yeah. So sorry. So we had to change things up about the streams this week just because of my availability and what have you. So an update to this week. So what today's obviously this. Thursday was going to be Lisandro Martinez tactical analysis. That's now pushed back to Sunday. Friday will be the United Forum. So that'll be open again. You know, you open with United fans, banter, etc. Just open discussion. And Thursday. I'm not 100% sure what I'll be doing tomorrow because I'm playing a bit of a football tomorrow. So I'll either be an early stream at 7 or later. And I'm not 100% sure what I'll be doing for that yet. But probably might not, because the next versus um, is actually the trebles versus the treble winning United side versus the Invincibles of Arsenal versus 100 Point City. So I need to get an Arsenal fan, I need to get a City fan and a United fan all to debate that, and then we might do Son versus Park Ji-sung. Unless and ideally we get a Spurs fan for that as well, but I don't know. I don't have many Spurs supporters on this channel. Liverpool fans, because they're big, Chelsea fans, etc. Even Milan and Real Madrid fans, but we're not Spurs fans for some reason. I did have a Spurs guy who was for a while, he who was, I did a few things with, but he seems to have some life issues or something like that. So that was that was on him. Yeah, people think I'm roasting HHH on Twitter. We'll see people in Mars in Mars 2020, which is insane. Really, people will be going to. Do you generally think that people will be going to Mars? There will be people in Mars in 2030s. I mean, that's not that long ago. That's a what 80. 2030. So 2030. That's 8 years away. So yeah, I guess it's possible. Obviously for the rich, very very rich, not for not for not for the poor people who'll be stuck on Earth, as it were. And so the people that will go on, I think that the thing with me about space exploration is that I don't knowing human beings. It's like, okay, who claims this, who claims that? Like, it's almost like you don't want to be in a situation where now there's like now war or conflict over territory in Mars when it shouldn't technically belong to anybody. So I'd like to think that if we start colonizing Mars, that we should learn from mistakes of the past. Oat milk is good, and not make the same mistakes. But I don't know. Knowing human beings being forgetful will make the same mistakes. RDS says Big Nish. What's the solution if not FDG? I don't know, because Ten Hag seems to be insistent that Frank de Jong is the only player that will play his system. So it's a problem. Ruben Neves, Tillemans, possibly. Are solutions, maybe. Especially because Tillemans doesn't want to sign a new deal. So Tillemans are less the Ruben Neves of Wolves. There probably are other cheap alternatives. But to be honest, Ten Hag seems to be so insistent. I've never seen a manager so insistent on, and the only reason I can think of is that either one, he knows that the player wants to come to United, but it's Barca and wages and what have you, or two, like he's just really, really stubborn. And if he's really stubborn, that's not necessarily a good trait to have. It's not. So that's my kind of question to that, really. I would start Rashi. Dropping him would really affect his comment, and this is like a whole reset for him. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I mean, play him on the left, Marshall up top, Sancho up 9. It's possible. The only thing I would say is that, like, seeing him a bit in preseason, it's still the same. I want to see Rashford be more an intelligent football player this season. I'll do a preview, obviously, where I'll talk a bit more about what I expect from this team. But one thing I expect, at the very least, is that Rashford is that Rashford needs to be more intelligent. He needs to be a lot more intelligent than he is. And right now, he's making runs, run. Cool. It's great that you're running. Awesome, great. But can you pick out a man? Can you shoot at the right time? He's at the age now where I should be seeing some football intelligence and not necessarily relying on his pace, because his pace is going to go. And then if his pace goes, he's just going to end up like a BTEC Welbeck. Its preseason performances have been a lot better than last season already. Yeah, to a certain extent. That said, there's still a few things I'm like, I'm a bit worried about. So, but hopefully we'll see. We'll see. Let's go Ultras held a banner. CR7 not welcoming for. Yeah. They don't want him there. And Atletico said they don't want him either. To be fair, they have said that. Shout out to those who watch it on Facebook as well, by the way, and have liked the page. Really appreciate it, guys. Do a vlog for Red Marvel one day if you're able to. You mean like a shorts channel? The shorts. Oh, by the way, guys, just to sort of reiterate for those who are watching, for my announcements, I have created another channel. It's called Red Devil Studio Extra. It is a shorts channel where I'll be uploading highlights for these streams, but more importantly, YouTube shorts. Usually there'll be post-match reactions to United and then some. I have pinned the link in the comments box in the comments, so please click the link in the comments that I pinned, the pinned comments. Head over and subscribe, and let's get on the road to 1K for that channel as well. I'd really appreciate it. Same with Red Marvel. If you're not a subscriber, with that, my aim for those two is to at least get those to 1K ASAP. That would be good. Because YouTube is really pushing shorts these days. So I'll be posting shorts on Red Marvel, but Red Devil Suit Extra is specifically for shorts and highlights. So you want to clip some of these things and send them to me, I can upload them on that channel as well. So thanks again. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to push the channel a wee bit now. So yeah, that is what I'm trying to do. Let's have a look. First person will step on Mars and most likely die there. 2030 is most likely decades. Jeez. Fair enough. I'll stay tuned to that, although I'm quite happy and content on Earth right now. I just realized that the last team to beat Real in European finals, Aberdeen. Dud, exactly. And do you know who was manager at that time? Do you know who was manager at that time? Do you know who was manager at that time? Liverpool beat Real Madrid in the Champions League final, though. When was this? This might have been in the 70s sometimes. So, but yeah. So people saying that the last time that, I assume this is in the 70s referring to, not the two times that Liverpool played Real Madrid recently. That's what I'm assuming Chainsaw. European final, not just, yeah, exactly. Because back then you had the Cup Winners' Cup, which I actually think should come back. I love the Cup Winners' Cup. See, the thing about UEFA and FIFA is that they keep on adding these things, but at least if you're going to add new games and new competitions, at least make them make sense and worthwhile instead of just adding more teams. So something like the European UEFA Cup Winners' Cup would be good. That would be good because then you can actually have a tournament or a league, let's say, with like all the winners of the top 16 leagues in Europe, for example. Just literally have like after the season's over, Champions League final, and then just have like just a bit of 2-week break, and then just have like a Cup Winners' Cup. Either you can have it mid-season or afterwards, and just have all the domestic winners, and just have either a knockout tournament, like where just you start from the round of 16 and then just get to the quarterfinals and do it that way, so that people only play maximum 4 matches, or like a league format, something like that. I don't know. Eddie, thank you, brother. What are the chances of Martial getting top scorer? Imagine. I mean, Ten Hag seems to like Martial, so fair enough. Being top scorer though, I think you're gonna have to relax. I think I'd relax about Martial being top scorer. Martial's consistency is, it's okay. But well, I'm keeping my expectations on Martial. I mean, his Sevilla loan, the fact that he's also quite injury prone, much like Pogba's been recently. I'm keeping my expectations on Martial very, very low right now. We're saying, a lot of fans are. I'm not saying this is you, Eddie, but a lot of fans are kind of like, okay, new manager, new start. But a lot of these players have been at this club under different managers for years now. So it's up to them to win over the fans, to prove the fans now. Likes of Shaw, Martial, Rashford have been under, you know, Rashford was and Martial and Shaw were under Van Gaal. They were under Mourinho. They were under Ollie. They were under Ralph. So this is their fifth manager that they're going to be under now. So, and we know this manager's a good coach. So if it doesn't work under this manager, then it's getting a little bit peak in my personal opinion. So it's on Martial this season to really show what he can do, in my personal opinion. Let's have a look. Martial has been here since 27 years. What exactly? This is what I'm saying. So new. He needs to step up. He needs to step up, Martial. That's what he needs to do. It's as simple as that. Make sure you get your questions in, guys. Like the vid as well. Goes a long way. James, I told you Ronaldo wouldn't work at Atletico Madrid. I subscribe. Thank you, Sanjay. And make sure you guys head over to the Red Devil Studio Extra and subscribe to that channel as well. Let's get to 100 subscribers. I will be posting a lot of shorts on that channel as well and highlights. So please do. Quick, they're doing the comment. Okay. Martial living off that Martin Tyler commentary. Sir Alex, yes, it was Sir Alex Ferguson. It was Sir Alex Ferguson who beat Real Madrid in our last European final. The GOAT. Gustavo, hi, what's up, guys? Shout out to you, Gustavo. Thank you for joining. Are you new to the community? If you're new, please get involved into the community. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, etc. This is one happy family here. This is a Q&A, so ask away, ask your questions, get involved. It makes a big difference. And SSB, yo, what's up, buddy? How are you doing, SSB, man? Thanks for joining the chat as well. Remember, weekly Q&A, guys, so get involved. Lisandro Martinez, obviously, welcome to Manchester United. Ronaldo having a proper struff. Kounde to Barcelona. Kounde was going to Chelsea, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. It didn't happen at all, man. It didn't happen at all. So yeah, we'll see about that. Mourinho won Europa and League Cup. Mourinho won Europa League Cup, not Martial. Well, Martial was part of the squad that won those things. Look. Have domestic cup winners qualify the UEFA Conference League, maybe so it will resemble Cup Winners' Cup. Oh, so you mean that are outside of the top six, outside of the top league? Yeah, I mean, I guess for the teams outside of the top domestic leagues, it would. But I guess you'd have to try and have people to watch it. I mean, the way that the cup winners, the way that it worked, even the way that it worked. I mean, to be honest, when you look at the teams that won, aside from Frankfurt versus Rangers, where Rangers were just all unlucky, because that was their route to the Champions League, by the way. I mean, Roma, Roma winning the Conference League, it's like Roma not too long ago won a UCL quarter final. And now you're going to win in the Conference League. So this is a Champions League team. So yeah, it's interesting about the Conference League. I just think that all these cups, all they're really going to do is just have ex Champions League teams competing in them, just so they can make them bigger. Possibly, I don't know. RDS, do you think some of these older people disrespect the skill of today's footballers? Because I think if you were to put some of these guys in whose ears, they were strong in today's game. It's difficult to. I'll say this: it's difficult. And this is just for life in general. You always need to look at context. It's always difficult to compare old and new because it had a particular context, had a particular time. So I think that you're right. There are a lot of old school players that are like back in my day this and back in my day that and blah 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 blah. But likewise, there are a lot of young people like black and white, and they were slow and they barely did anything, and they disrespect what the people did back then. People saying that like Pele, for example, is overrated. So I think it's context, and it's very difficult to, like I said, compare different eras. So I just think I think the reason why maybe the disrespect appears louder is one, because we've never been as connected to football and opinion as we have now. Like Twitter, social media, commentary, all the rest of it. We hear the opinions of everybody. I mean, I'm giving you my opinion right now. So that just wasn't the case even 5 years ago, let alone 10, 20, etc. But also, footballers these days get paid a lot of money, and so there's an element of envy that comes in there. So those are what I say would be the big factors, bro. Germany W beat France W. Is something going on that I should be aware about? Is there international football or something? What's going on? SMB says, "What up, Eddie?" Oh, wait. Oh, so Germany, yeah. So it's gonna be Germany versus England in the final, isn't it? From what I understand. So yeah. Am I? Hopefully it's a good final. But I'm rooting for Germany. I'll just put that out there. I am rooting for Germany. Like the vid, says Chainsaw. Yes, please do. It goes a long way. What about in comparison to Nunes? Would you put your money on Martial, but Nunes or Coleman should get more goals? The reason why I might say that Nunes will get more goals is because Liverpool will be able to create for him more. When you have someone like Trent who just whips balls in like that, Robertson can assist. Obviously from the midfield. When you have that makes a big difference. Who do we have to do that for? Martial. The biggest issue with Martial, and as any number 9, is like people creativity. Now, hopefully, Ericsson can do that for Martial and contribute, but I'm still looking at the squad, and I don't know where the creative players are. Dallo can cross, somewhat, and be a little bit creative, but he's not that creative. And Malacia, we've still got to see. Luke Shaw, not last season, but season before did it, but I don't know how Luke Shaw's going to be, and I'm a bit tired of waiting for Luke Shaw to step up. So, and then your midfield, Fred, McTominay, creators, no. Van de Beek, possibly. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Subscribe to me on the Script channel. See Factos and Eddie who's a chainsaw on a regular basis. Please do, please do, please do, please do, please support the Red Devil Studio extra clips, highlights, get involved. Gustavo, thanks for shouting for doing. No, thank you, bro. Like I said, I've not seen you on the community before, so I appreciate it. So if you're new, get involved. Subscribe if you can. Make a comment. You know, all that jazz. You know, so to speak. So, but let's say it's a small community here. But I appreciate the ongoing support by you guys, and that's why I love these weekly Q&As, because it gives me time to address things in the community, tell you guys what I'm trying to do with the channel, but also just answer any questions. Like I said, my favorite show to do actually. Jobre Joseph, pick 2 5-star teams, with one team being from the Prem and one from La Liga. Interesting, brilliant. I like these questions. Okay, we need to be specific. If you're still watching Jobra, you need to be specific. Is this, and I'll star this, is this all time or is this current? That's what you need to be. Are you talking about? Because I'll give you the current, because that's easy. But if it's all time, then it'll be a bit harder. So I'll see you don't mean all time, because that's going to be harder. But I'll star it just so I know. Let's think. So currently in 2022, goalkeeping wise, you're gonna probably put in the Premier League Alisson just. I think you'll put Alisson in the Premier League just. So that's your goalkeeper. You will then put, I'm trying to think defense wise, you know, Alisson. You only need really one centre back. So I'd still play Van Dijk. In 2022, I still put Van Dijk there. So Alisson, Van Dijk. And do you have a defender and a midfielder? Oh, this is tough. Alisson, Van Dijk. Then maybe Fabinho. Peak Fabinho, I would. I'm putting Liverpool players in, man. This is bad. Jeez. I don't like putting Liverpool players in. Because I don't want to put Rodri in. We can go forward. Then I put Son in there in the team. And then I put Son alongside Salah. Yeah. That's painful. Literally, I put 4 Liverpool players in this 5-a-side and only 1 Spurs player, man. Again, this was based on 2022. That's actually sad. That's actually very, very, very. Oh, actually, no. I'll take out Fabinho, and puts in Bernardo Silva. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take out Fabinho and put in Bernardo Silva. That's what I'll do. As for La Liga, man, I don't know great with the Liga goalkeepers, bro. Oh no, easy. Courtois, obviously. Courtois. Defense. This is gonna just be a Real Madrid wankfest, to be honest, because I don't rate anyone in the Barcelona club, to be quite honest. I still rate João Felix, so I would probably play Courtois. Alaba. This is before Rudiger coming in. Modric, João Felix, and then Benzema. That's my Madrid, and the La Liga side wins. That's because it did when Real Madrid beat Liverpool. Just for Liverpool fans out there. Yeah, and that's the answer. So that's my current all time. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be absolutely difficult. 2020 Champions League semi and lost to Liverpool. Oh, Lisandro spoke, did he? Let's have a look. Opinion on She-Hulk and Hulk being a joke. It's quite sad, to be honest. I'm hoping that they turn it around, but we are gonna have a conversation on the Red Marvel channel about the MCU and the downhill of the MCU. To be honest, the only thing that looks good that I'm looking forward to in the MCU is Wakanda Forever, because at least the tone of that looks a bit serious. And I'm liking the whole Atlantis versus Wakanda sort of situation. It looks a bit more serious. Most of the MCU stuff, this one has not been serious at all. Like Shang-Chi was kind of serious, and then it kind of went into typical MCU humor, ending, flashing stuff. The end of the movie really was ruined for me. It could have been a good movie. Eternals was in quotes serious, but it wasn't really serious. It was just monotone and boring. 4 was a joke. 4 was a joke. And Doctor Strange was I don't know. It was just mediocre. So yeah, Phase 4 has been mid. It's been mid. It's been really been mid. Women's game once yes. Gusto, it's difficult to judge all players, especially pre-second World Warfare. Exactly. I definitely agree with you, Gustavo. It is. It's you can't. That's why context is important. So for me, you judge the players based on what they've had around them, and then you give them an accomplishment. So Ballon d'Or, for example, I think is very, very a good objective tool, for example, like that, because that is something that's saying that you are the best in the world. England women's third goal last night was nasty. I hope England win. Girls need role models, and I do agree with that. I do. But I also like Germany. I'll just put it out there. Nunes will score more in 5. Oh yeah, Lochinko getting gassed. Shout to Zoinks. Does ET shout to Zoinks? If you're new again, I'm seeing a few new faces in the chat. This is nice. A few new faces in the chat for the Q&A. Thank you if you're new to the channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Rebel Studio. Red Marvel is my second channel, Entertainment News, and make sure you subscribe to Red Devil Studio Extra. It's going to be a clip and highlight channel. So, but I know I keep on plugging things, but I do appreciate the ongoing support from you guys. But it's just nice to see new people tuning in and getting involved. So I do appreciate that. Does Eric Ten Hag have a plan? I think someone asked this question, but does have a plan B to Frank Young if this thing doesn't work out? Even though I think it will. So you believe it will. I'm a lot more cynical than you think that isn't going to happen. Because I think that Manchester United personally are being played. Personally, I think Manchester United are actually being played. I like to think that he has a plan B, and they have said that there are alternative targets, but the season starts a week from now. You know, the season literally starts a week from now. So there are only a few things that I can possibly see based on the situation. Number one, Eric Ten Hag has spoken to Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong does want to leave, but he wants to be paid properly from Barcelona. And so Eric Ten Hag, knowing that, has said, right, Manchester United, you must go and get Frankie de Jong, whatever, keep on going at them. That's the first thing. The second thing is that actually Frankie wants to stay, but there's with Barca, but there's a small chance that he might come to Manchester United, and Ten Hag, knowing that, doesn't want to give up on it, but does have alternative arrangements. That's the second thing. The third thing is just that Ten Hag is just stubborn, and it's the third option that worries me a little bit, because I think it's good to be a stubborn manager at times, but it's bad at the same time. It can be bad at the same time for the simple reason that, um, you know, we are a season away from the league starting, and as I said at the start, United are going into a situation where, aside from Lisandro Martinez, who's probably going to start, the rest of the remaining 10 is probably going to be the same. Malaysia is probably not going to start as left back, I'd imagine. Although I've not really heard much about Luke Shaw. Can anyone? I haven't watched a lot of preseason games, but has Luke Shaw been playing like at all? Has he? Because I've not heard a lot about Shaw. So is he been playing or not? Because if he's not been playing, then it will be obviously Malacia. And then Ericsson in or out, you don't know. So the point is, the majority of the squad hasn't changed. So you need time for new signs to embed into the squad. So, Frankie needs time to embed. Any midfield needs time to embed. So if he's stubborn, he's going to wait till September. That's still a good 4 weeks, 4 games, 12 points that could be lost without having these signings. So if he's stubborn, that's not a good sign in my personal opinion. But thank you for the question, Zoinks. Big up Gustavo, man. Current, yes, that makes sense. Being a fan is believing in our lunch takes. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. The journey is enjoyable. Being a fan is good. 90 minutes distraction. More like exactly. No, I agree with that. Doing this channel, watching football is a very nice big distraction from working life, and I enjoy it because I like having additional interests. So my girl likes that as well. So it's good. Hi, Red Devil Sujo. My internet's slow. Thank you, Ilya, who's obviously a long time subscriber as well. Maguire. Oh, by the way, another shameless plug. But if you would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member. Hit the membership icon. We have 3 tiers: bronze, silver, and gold. We have weekly member hangouts, as well as exclusive videos specifically for members as well as other benefits as well, emojis, icons, etc. So if you do want to consider supporting the channel, please consider becoming a member of the channel. It goes a long way. There'll be a lot of other features I'm trying to fill out towards the end of the year, but yeah, that's part of the way that you can support the channel. So I appreciate it. And shout out to the members right now: Chainsaw, David T, Michael, Niall, and Man United TV man, and Samasi. Appreciate you ongoing support, guys. Shout out to you guys. I'll have a video for you guys towards the end as well. Right. Saying that Nunes will get 35 goals. So it's what I think 1 hour 9. If someone could clip this, that'd be really good. Clip this. Definitely clip this. Definitely clip this. Ilya, your caps lock is broken like Maguire too. Let's have a look. Any more questions? James Milner's a pensioner. Allison VUD, KDB, Salah, and Ronaldo is your 5. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sense the 5-a-side. Someone like Zaha would be good for 5-a-side. You need street ballers, even someone like Saka. That's true. That is true. That's true. You do need ballers, but you also need that technique as well, though. You do need that technique, I think. I think you do need that. To make it more difficult, pick a 6-a-side team from a Liga and the Prem, but 1 player from each of the top 6. Okay. Let's think. So 1 player from each of the top 6 Liga. So who finished? Let me just remind myself about who finished. Because I assume by top 6 we're going by league position. That's what we're going by from last season. So I'm going to remind myself about who finished top 6 in the Liga last season as well. So I remind myself. So Real Madrid, Barca, Atleti, Sevilla, Real Betis, Real Sociedad, and then in the Premier League it was City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, and then United. So So that's easy. That's for Premier League. It's somewhat easy again because because Liverpool, it will be Alisson in goal. Defense, I will take. I'll take. You got to have one defender out of that. So based on last season, I will take Rudiger as the Chelsea. Then I will take. I will take Bernardo Silva as one of my midfielders. What am I left with? Arsenal. I'll take Bernardo Silva and I'll take Thomas Partey. So I'm left with United and Chelsea, I think. Oh, up top. Jeez. I'm not top for United. Could be Ronaldo. That's fine. But Chelsea, jeez. Oh, wait, I've already used Chelsea. I've used Rudiger already, haven't I? So it's Spurs. Yeah, so Son and Ronaldo. Yeah, that's 6. Yeah, that's 6. That's 6. So Alisson, Bernardo Silva, Son, Ronaldo, Partey, and Rudiger for the Premier League. That's 6. And then La Liga, man. Oh no, okay. Atleti, I'll take Oblak. I will take. I'm trying to find a really good Sevilla defender. Yeah, so Atleti, I will take Oblak. Then I will take Kounde as a defender. Then I will take. I must confess, I'm not. I've got to remind myself about Real Betis' squad because I did watch this. Yes. William Carvalho. I was saying, I know Carvalho played for Craven Carvalho. So Carvalho. Okay. So Oblak, Kounde for Sevilla. This is based on last season, remember. William Carvalho for Real Betis. Then I probably would have. I would have Pedri, personally, for Barcelona. Then for Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad. Let me remind myself. Real Sociedad. Maybe Oyarzabal. Maybe Oyarzabal. I do remember him being good. I must confess, I didn't really watch Sociedad that much, but maybe Oyarzabal. And then Benzema. That'd be my 6. That was tough. Betis and Sociedad. That was tough. That was tough. So, but thanks, buddy. Thanks. I like the challenging questions. So thanks. And for those in, make sure you still get your questions in. We are definitely still live. RDS Liverpool the best. No chainsaw. No chainsaw. No. Salah in tight spaces. That's a fair point. But the thing is, five-a-side isn't necessarily tight. That's the key thing about five-a-side. I played five-a-side recently, and it's not that there's actually a lot of there is actually space, but you have to create that space. That's the key thing. Like when you create that space, and a lot of time you can create that space when you hold on to the ball. You know, if you get the opponent to chase the ball more than you, then space will come because eventually the other side is just going to get tired. You know, and space tends to open up when the opponent gets tired and they're constantly chasing the ball. Um, La Liga five-a-side would only need Vinicius to beat those Liverpool bums in your side. For me, Militao over Alaba. That's fair. That's fair. It'll be interesting to see how Rudiger does this season, though. Zoinks, Courtois, Arojo, Savage, Pedri, Vinny, Gurski. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair, Zoinks. That is fair from current. That's fair. That is fair. Although Arojo that good? I guess you got Savage there, so I definitely agree with Courtois and Pens, but you gotta have Benzema in there. That's the thing. I get Vinny, but like you had to have Benzema. You have to have Benzema in there for what he did for Real Madrid during that season. You got to have Benzema in. That's the difficult one for me. Six. Yeah. Question: what's your all-time in Nigerian five-a-side? Not current. We know most of them are bumps at the moment. Oh man. Oh jeez. Eddie, that's going to be a difficult question, man. Because you're gonna have to go way, way, way back. It's like 94, 2018. Because to be honest, aside from Enyama would probably be in goal. But defenders, man, you're gonna have to go back to 94, 1999, a period. 94, sorry, 94, no, 98, like, because I can't even think of a single Nigerian defender that even that was world class personally. Midfield, I mean, it's obvious, JJ Okocha. Striker wise, you gotta put Kanu in there at least. But yeah, that's a tough one, bro, man, because unfortunately, post 2000, the Nigerian national team have just been full of bums. We haven't woken up in the 21st century. We just haven't. Let's look at more questions. Okay, we'll probably begin to start to round things off for the next 15 minutes, guys. But yeah, get those questions in. Last 10, 15 minutes. The best defense in history of football is Klein. Really? So look, there's a lot of banter, which is good. It's more banter with chat. That's good. I'm loving the community, the interaction in chat as well. It's good. I love to see that. Gaz Elliott says, Glazers out. Welcome to you, Gaz Elliott's man. Really, really welcome to the community. But yes, I agree. Glazers out, Glazers out, Glazers out, Glazers out, buddy. Glazers out. Whether or not but realistically, will that work? Who knows? A lot of new people in the chat, which I appreciate, guys. Really, really, really do. I think he'll be a United player by the end of August. Ricardo's team can't be trusted because look what happened with Pepsi and Co. Can you clarify on that, Zoinks? Can you clarify on that? What do you mean by that exactly? If you could just bring some sort of clarity to that. This is what happens when you sack the director. You were supposed to learn from Glazers out. That's true. Ilya says, I think United will not sign any more players. Anthony, I think, is a possibility. I do think Anthony is a possibility, especially after what the coach, his comments said about Ajax. I think Anthony is definitely a possibility. I'm borderline. I don't want to say confident, but I do think that Anthony is a lot more of a possibility than it was, before. Now, whether or not that leads to something tangible remains to be seen. But I definitely think Anthony is a possibility. After that, who knows? We lost two midfielders in the summer in Pogba and Matic, and we haven't replaced any of them. That's a disgrace to me. That's actually a disgrace. We replaced Mats with Ericsson, fair enough, but we've lost two midfielders and we've not signed a single one. How is that good? United need to sign at least a midfielder, ideally two, and then ideally a right back, and then maybe another forward player. So United need to actually make, in my opinion, four more signs going into this, and we're not for that. So when you guys see my season preview, which hopefully will be on Friday, I know it's not good. I know people aren't going to like it, but I'm not going to be particularly. I'm not going to be particularly positive. I want to be positive, I really do, but it's there's no if I'm honest, there's no reason for it to be positive going into the season. Please tell me what's the reason, you know? Gustavo, do you think Martinez can be a guaranteed starter in the form? I don't know with Maguire ran. I'm Argentinian, so this would be good for our national team. I think he will, if I'm honest, Gustavo. And shout out to my Argentinian brethren. Um, I think he will. For the simple fact that I don't see Manchester United spending. Sorry, bear with me for 1 second, just to get my charger. Give me 1 minute. Sorry about that. Brief interlude there. But yes, in answer to your question, um, no. Sorry, yes, I do think that he will be a starter. Because I just don't see it'd be very strange for United to have spent that amount to get that defender, and it was a sizable amount, only to have him on the bench. United have a lot of defenders, which is a problem, and they need to get rid. But for me, Lisandro, and I think partly because Lisandro's of a ball playing defender, which is probably why he wants De Jong. But for me, it'll be Lisandro. He'll start. The key question is who's he going to be partnered with, and if I'm honest, I do not know. I don't know. I love it to be Varane, but there's a very good chance it'll be Maguire as well because he's still the captain. We'll see. But players like Phil Jones by Twansibi, I think, need to be moved on and sold and made way from. If we'd worked on deals for those players, you can move on Wan-Bissaka, move on Phil Jones, move on Twansibi. You might be able to make at least 80 million from those sales alone. Maybe 60, but possibly 80 million potentially from those sales. And then you can then use that to buy Anthony. United are terrible at selling players, and we're terrible at selling players because we sign players on high fees and on high wages, and we wonder why we can't get rid of them. It is what it is. Which genre is your favorite? And which country will take over the Brazilian mantle since 7-1 only destroyed Brazil? It made Richarlison the main. Oh, yeah, Richarlison, the main striker. Which genre? A genre in which sense? Sorry, I'm seeing myself on the screen being all over the place. It's good. Which genre? Which genre is your favorite? Genre in what? You mean movies? If you mean movies, then it'll always be. It'll always be. Actually, what is it? It'll always be fantasy, superhero, that type of stuff. Yeah. And which country will take over the Brazilian mantle? Well, I mean, no one's really sort of taken over with it. I mean, I guess it's more so that Europe has taken over it, hasn't it? Because um, the last time a South American side won the World Cup was in 2002. So it was almost 2 decades ago. That was the last time a South American side won. It was Brazil in 2002, if I'm correct. Since then, there's not been a non. All the World Cups been won by European teams. Italy in 2006, Spain in 2010, Germany in 2014, France in 2018, and then we'll see what happens in obviously 2022. So I don't think anyone will particularly dominate. I just think it's just that But what I would say, and when we're probably doing some World Cup previews soon, is that Argentina and Brazil are probably in their best in terms of squads they have, are certainly in a much better place than they were over the last 10, 20 years to challenge for the World Cup. The Argentinian squad is solid. It's looking good. The Brazilian squad's looking good. Those are probably the two teams. Everyone else in South America, Colombia, Peru, Chile was aging, questionable. But Brazil and Argentina look strong. They look good. And they could certainly cause a lot of European teams problems, especially because likes of Italy are not there. And I still think France have question marks, in my personal opinion. Let's have a look. And shouts out hi, ad74. Ad74 says, hey, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining in. Make sure you like the vid, buddy. Really appreciate it. Let's have a look. Any more questions? Shout out, Mrs. She's not Mrs. RDS yet. She's not. She's not. She's not yet, but she might be in the near future. I better see. Thanks, Danton. No, but no worries, mate. No worries. Also, the HH Cook session is going to be amazing. Oh, is this like when is he going live? I have a look. See. At some point he's going live because I think that a lot of people are going to be cooking him about the Kounde thing. Possibly Eric too. But who knows? Bless him though. They're trying their best. He's trying his best. It's probably difficult for Chelsea fans right now. Gold members like me wanted me to say something outlandish. That is true. If you want to be a gold member of the channel, you you can make a hot take amongst other things. Best title race of all time. Oh, that's difficult. Only based on what I can see. It's just a lot of things involved in the title race, though. That's a difficult one. That is a difficult one. Man, that is difficult. Like United and Newcastle in the early 90s with Keegan, was pretty hyped. I'm thinking of La Liga as well, and man, I don't know. Premier League wise, it's difficult because yes, I know there was like Aguero, which sucked. And even the treble winning season, United only won by 1 point, but that's difficult. Add 70, man. That's difficult. That is really, really difficult. I'm gonna have to think about that. because that is very, very difficult. I'm using my immunity card, so don't clip this. That's true. Clip cap. Nunes will score 20 plus goals, says Zach. Zoinks says, do you think Ten Hag will eventually phase out Harry Mugabe from the back line? Possibly. You know, possibly. Possibly. But the key question is will the board at Manchester United allow that to be possible? I think that's the key thing, really. Guys, remember, if you've not liked the video already, please do. I'd really, really appreciate it. And also, if you've not subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button, and make sure you head over and subscribe to that second channel, Red Devil Studio Extra. It's a clip channel. I'll be posting my clips, my highlights and shorts of this channel on there. So please head over and support your boy. Support your boy, Red Devil Studio, man. It goes a long way, guys. Thank you guys so much already, man. I appreciate it. But also, guys, I'm also open to feedback as well. So please let me know what you question-wise, like what more. In fact, I'll ask that question to the chat for those who are watching, because quite a few watching. What more would you like to see from this channel? What are the type of things that you would like to see with us rounding things up? What more content? What type of content you'd like to see from this channel going forward? And I'll see if I can address that on the community tab, which obviously has changed. So yeah, let me know what is the type of content going into the coming season. What is the type of content that you'd like to see on the Growing channel, or is there content that I'm already doing that you'd like to see more of? That's the question, really. So let me know in the comments, guys. I'd actually really appreciate the feedback. Mugabe. Let's have a look. Someone says Klopp out. Well, if you are if you're I love Klopp at Manchester United, Gaz. I'm not gonna lie. Someone says without Maggie, England crash out of the group stages. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing is I don't care. It's Maguire for England is fine. You know, it's there's no issue with it. If he's good for the England team, that's okay. It's United he's not great for, but for the England team, he's fine. So I've got no problem with Maguire starting for England. He can start for England, no problem. I don't know why people say, oh, he should be dropped out of. Why? He's been good for England. He played in the Euros. He only conceded what? Wasn't it one goal? England didn't concede any goals until they played against Switzerland in the semi. And even then, wasn't that in extra time? And obviously in the final, and then that was it. So yeah, he's fine for England. Well, we'll see about that, Chainsaw. Also, we have the Beatles, so music-wise, we're better than you, so keep taking W's. Oh, that reminds me, music-wise, I keep on forgetting. Can everyone can? Yeah, I think it's on. Oh no, I don't think it's on. Let's have a look. There. I keep on forgetting. I'm gonna start to now, but hopefully everyone can hear that. I should be having some background music in the thing. I keep on forgetting to play it. So remind me, guys, before I start the stream, to put in this background music. Hopefully people like the tunes as well, because I keep on forgetting to play it. This is what they have in StreamYard anyway, but I might potentially upload some my own music to this channel as well. So let me know what you think. Let's have a look. serious note, what's everyone's weekend plans? I have a wedding to go to, Chainsaw. I have a wedding to go to, and then I'll be trying to push some more content on this channel. So yes, that is those are my plans, Chainsaw. 20 times. Okay, there's a lot of people. I'm gonna quickly skip. I'm going on a family visit to a Chinese restaurant, so desperate to link up with Pizza Mini Golf, but seeing Big Six play fully golf makes me want to change plans to them. Oh, really? You're not going to be watching the Charity Shield with Liverpool versus City, so you can get your first sign of a treble, Chainsaw. That's interesting, but fair enough. Oh, shout out to Mrs. Eddie. Shout out to Eddie's missus, man. Oh, Eddie, what's Eddie doing this weekend? Not much. I'm getting a massage. Hopefully concludes. Yes, Logzogs, Agent Chat is. Oh man, yes, it's wild. It's wild. Red Devil Studio. Okay, I'm assuming you mean Benzema can be a super sub. He ain't dropping 1.5 goals seen for the best club in Germany. Hashtag Lewandowski. Well, it'll be interesting to see Lewandowski and Benzema go head to head. I hope we'll be doing a La Liga preview next week. I think all my league previews are going to be next week, so that should be fun. I'll try and see if I can get some people on because they'll be open hangouts. So I'm going to try and see if I can get Roy from Rosnar TV. We're going to be doing a league prediction, and then we'll try and do that. And I'll try and get some. If you are the Liga fan, DM me, and we'll be on so we can try and get a Liga preview for this channel on as well. That'd be really good. But yeah, La Liga fans DM me, Serie A fans DM me, and Bundesliga fans DM me as well. Actually. Any more? I'm just going. Whoa. Ilya says, but Ajax wants 80 million for him, and Anthony says, yeah, it is. What I would say though is that would it be too much if we sold Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Phil Jones, and Antoine Seaby and raised probably combined fee of 80 million? Then it wouldn't be too much because it would only be 20 million that we pay. And this is the thing, like it's only a lot because we've not actually offloaded players. United's net, we sold Pereira for 10 million and that's it. You know, we need to sell players. Mike's up the price. Well, I mean, it's also on Anthony himself to actually try and bring the price down. That's also another thing. United really paying gargantuan amounts for these players and it still won't be enough somehow. Well, yeah, because they're not in the Champions League for one, and we've not won trophies for a while. So that's the problem. That's the price. You don't win trophies, and it's a risk, and you know you're not in the Champions League. Inflation. You know, and our fans need to see that. Arsenal, because Arsenal haven't won a title in possibly 2 decades. I would say that. Just when you think one has surprised you, the other surpasses them tenfold. Or what's that in relation to? Speaking of which, let me have a quick doozy to Fabrizio's to see if he's posted anything recently. Because Fabrizio used to. By the way, shout out to Chelsea for Barca for getting the Kounde deal, even though it's theft. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, they just signed. No, it's talented Adam Azoulay, but I think that's about it. Nothing. It's been quite quiet. So yeah, nothing particularly big. Still scrolling through. So for defense, yeah, I would say no to him as well, Ilya. Anything ideas? I'm assuming that means that's in response to my asking for feedback or content crack show. So anything chainsaw. Well, that's helpful. So, but I appreciate the feedback though. I do. Stupid. But everyone's talking to him, so that's good. Have you seen the new Black Panther trailer? And if so, do you think it will represent properly for us folk? I think it looks good, not just as a in quote African movie, but just as a Marvel movie. Because to be honest, most of the Marvel movies of this phase and TV shows have been not serious, not funny, not building up to anything. Have been pretty mediocre. This trailer actually looks good. I was disappointed by Doctor Strange and Wanda when I saw the action. The trailer looked okay, but the movie was mediocre. For the trailer, I kind of had a feeling that it was going to be garbage. This looks good. The tone of it looks good. And that's the key thing. The tone looks more serious. So I'm looking forward to it. To be honest, I wouldn't mind them recasting Black Panther, if I'm perfectly honest. I have a feeling that Shuri is in the Black Panther suit. I have a feeling she is at the end of the trailer. That's my theory. But will she stay as Black Panther? I don't know. But yeah, I personally had no issue with them recasting it. But I can see, but if they can use it in a way that respects, obviously, Chadwick and the law, then we'll see. Because I just think it's just weird not having a Black Panther like at all in the MCU. There has to be a black. There's only so much you can do with Wakanda if there isn't a Black Panther. That's my personal thing. Like, there's a very little that you can do with Wakanda if a Black Panther isn't there, and if it's not T'Challa, especially when you start to bring in the X-Men, Storm, and the relationship that they have, which is one of my favorite relationships in the comics. Subscribe to my monthly. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely, please do. 90-20 title races. Oh, that's a fair point. Anything else? Any other questions, guys? Let me know. We're probably about to round up in about 5 minutes. Probably 13-14. It had many swerves. That is true. 13-14 did. It did. So shout out to that. Repeating this a lot, and I hope that you're right. Why doesn't CR7 cut his wages? I don't, because I don't know. In answer to your question, Chainsaw, I do not know. I have no idea why he won't. As for sure. Big up. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Like I said, these are my favorite shows of the week. I mean, I love, obviously, doing the other shows and uploading videos, but the weekly Q&A is great because I actually feel like I actually get to engage properly with the chat one-on-one and see how the community is doing. And it makes, running this channel like worthwhile. And hopefully we can be good. Big up. Oh, so here's some suggestions. Call-in show. Right, so call-in shows. So going for the season, there will probably be. So what I'm probably going to do from is it's all about post-match reactions. So I want to see how my shorts channel grows, and like I said, make sure you just go over and subscribe to my shorts channel, because that will be where my instant reactions to matches will be. It'll be on the shorts channel. Here it will be a question. It will be either a combination of here. I'll probably have to do a combination of just my usual like short, probably 5 or 6 minute reaction, giving my take, or live streams, which will be a call-in. And so I think that because of time, so I don't have loads of time, unless, like I said, there's there's another, I'll take someone else on, because that's the thing about running a channel by yourself. So if anyone wants to be part of the Red Hill Studio team going into the season, DM me. I need consistency and reliability, but DM me. The live, my theory right now is that the live streams will be specifically for like moments, like massive moments, like a massive United win, or for example, a massive United L or a team L. That's when we want to go live. So essentially, going live will be almost like, it'll be like an emergency live stream, and that's when I'll get people to call in. So the live streams or post-match live streams will be rarer, and will be specifically for like moments. You know, that's kind of my plan going forward anyway. Zonk says, watch longs if possible. Yeah, watch longs, similar to what I said before, are it's difficult again because of time, because, you know, sitting here having to watch and stuff like that as well. Again, with me just doing things by myself. So if there's others, that would help. So DM me if you want to go on, if you want to be part of the crew. So it will be, I will try and do it, but I probably might do something for the first game of the season. But based on my kind of analytics and sorts of things, it will probably be like moments again. I probably will be doing a lot of non-United watch along, especially the Champions League. But yeah, watch alongs is definitely there. It's definitely in the mix. Definitely for the World Cup. Definitely for the. I'm hoping to take some time off. So I think the World Cup is the 16th of November. So I think in fact, let me double check. When does the World Cup start? World Cup. I think it's the 16th of November. Oh, 21st. Yeah. So I'm gonna hopefully be taking some time off during that time to really like watch the World Cup and enjoy the World Cup. Some time off in that time where I'll be watching the World Cup. So for the World Cup, expect to see a lot of watch alongs. But for United, it will be a mix. But we'll see. But thanks for that. But thanks for the feedback, guys. I do take into consideration. Call-in show sounds good. Comparisons between players. Yes, I am. So probably what I'll do for those is those, because I have been uploading my player profile series to the YouTube channel. So, but I made that exclusively for members. So just for membership perks. So if you do want to see player comparisons, player profiles, that is going to be like member exclusive content that I'll be doing. So yeah, that is something that I'm starting to do, but right now it's currently just exclusive to members, just to give them something extra for the support to the channel. So that's definitely there. I would love to see fan cams talking to people. So again, I think that's a manpower thing. Going to the stadium and stuff like that, because Manchester is still quite a bit far away for me. It's not impossible, but I think that if I'm going to do fan cams right now, it will be like the call-in show type of thing. So it will be, they come in and then I'd record it and that. So, but if I'm honest, I feel like I don't want to say fan cams are dying, but I feel like COVID really killed fan cams. And especially when you have like the now rise of so many different YouTube channels and people coming in and giving their say and post-match streams and all the rest of it. You know, it's not that fan cams are bad, but it's like, why go on a fan cam when you can go on a channel and rant and discuss and be on a sort of thing? You know, I don't think they have the same power that they had pre-COVID, in my personal opinion. Will you ever think about playing FIFA? I would love to, Zach, but if I'm honest, I hate FIFA. I really do. If there's a demand, if people really, if my community really wants me to play FIFA and there's demand, I will. And like I said, let me know if you really want to play FIFA, because I'm not great. I prefer Pro Evo. But if you really, 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 really want me to, I will play FIFA and I will get it. And I will. But what I'll probably do is I will play FIFA on my Twitch channel, and then upload clips to YouTube potentially, or I might live stream to both. I'm not entirely sure yet. It just depends. But if I'm honest, I don't like FIFA. I really don't. Denmark. Oh yeah, Denmark in semi and conceded one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think this is a relation to my thing. 2 altogether. Judge and jury series in debated bids. Yes, I think we're talking about it. I thought I was going to play some song Bad Figures. Hopefully everyone can hear the background music as well, by the way. Like he did with... No, not that. Yeah, some variety backing music in the background would be good. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and get a few, because StreamYard have got the option now where you can upload your own background music. You have to use their specific things. So for example, now I can probably change the background music to this instead, for example. So you might hear a little change in the background music now. That's night driving. I can't actually hear it, so I don't actually never know what's being played because I can't hear it while I'm live, but you guys can hear it and hope you can hear it as well. So yeah, I will alternate the background music sometimes when I'm live with StreamYard, but also I'm gonna be getting some actually custom made music made for the channel as well. So yeah, there is already custom made from the videos that I upload. That's there, but for the live streams, yeah, background music would be good. Oh yeah, so this picture. I probably should actually. So I know a lot of football fans have shirts and stuff like that, and maybe I should have that. But I am in my living area, and this image it always gives me a peaceful. The canvas gives me a peaceful vibe. So maybe I should change it to a Manchester United one. But it's weird. I don't want to, because it's just so peaceful. And Manchester United right now are just giving me stress. So I think I'll keep the peaceful picture in the background personally. Where am I? Where am I? Comments first. Yeah, here we go. We're almost going for the comments. We're winning the community shield for Charles Darwin performance, big man settings. Is Zoink's a Liverpool fan? RDS, who's better, Kovacic and J5 versus Pedri and Busquets? Busquets should have retired at least 2 years ago. And Jorginho is not a football player. So, and as much as I love Pedri, but Busquets still has. I'll say Pedri and Busquets. Just. Remember to like. That's good. Best theme song ever. Oh man, Chainsaw, please don't do this. It's late. Best theme song ever. I don't know. That's a theme for the Red Marvel podcast. I've got to get to that. Right, last few questions and then we'll round up. I've got to get to the end of your comments. That's the main thing. I assume that's okay with regards to Kounde. Do whatever you want. I assume that's reference to my channel. Oh. No, my feedback is calling shows. Yep. Okay. Yep. Definitely. I will definitely work on that for the live. Anything for DJ? Fair enough. Man, why the MCU fall off so hard? Never have I felt so much non-hype for these phases. Yeah, it's just the MCU is the MCU. The thing is, in the first 3 phases, to a certain extent, so in the phase one and phase one, phase two, it was about building up to a bigger story, a bigger grand plan. In phase three, I was starting to kind of get the impression that they were moving. It was obviously good, but I was getting the impression I was starting to move more from telling a story and more from trying to almost spread a message. And now in phase four, it just seems to be about message spreading and not about really telling a story or building up to a cohesive story. And that's the problem, I think, personally. Yep, I've seen him, Chainsaw Man. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, man. Cheers. One love. Take care. Take care, Leah. Take care, buddy. I want fan cams, please. Ilya, I will try. But it's difficult. I'm a one-man show. So the best I can do for fan cams wise is to get people on in a call-in show, the cameras on, and basically take clips of that and then upload them. That's kind of the best that I can do. If I have a regular Manchester United fan, that'd be good. But I mean, bro, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It really is. Yeah, that's possible. That's definitely a possibility. We could definitely do that. When United plays, I never watch alongs. I mean, I have some in the background. I do. Pause, but RDS has a great laugh. Whenever the panel laughs at HHSL moments, his laugh is the loudest. Bags. I always think it's good and healthy to be able to laugh. If you can't laugh, then what can you do? I generally respect Eddie a lot. One of the realest guys I've ever see. I love this. See, this is what this is what this channel is about. You know, yes, we can have banter. Yes, you can respectful banter, but the community I want to build on this channel is a respectful, supportive community. And especially when the other content creators as well, I just think it's good that the people that just support each other, man. I really think that's good. Unless he's being sarcastic. Big up content. Can you and Eddie's Villains on as well. Yeah, a lot of love in the chat. I'm seeing a lot of love in the chat. This is good. A lot of love in the chat. I'm seeing. One time I love FIFA, but long time I don't care for playing, wasting time. Yeah, it's like I said, I will play it if there's demand for it from you guys. But if there's no demand for playing FIFA, then I'm like, yeah, I'm still waiting for a competent football game. I'd rather play something else like Yakuza or Ghost of Tsushima or something more, or Uncharted. FIFA, EA have got too much bucks. Yeah, the backup music is chill. Oh, thanks. Thanking you. I can't hear it, but everyone's saying that they like this background music, man. I said I like this one more. So lo-fi music always hits differently, man. Yeah. Peaceful mindset is the best. Yes, I agree. That is basically what my mindset is now going forward for us this year. Peace, not anxiety. Whatever happens in life, peaceful mindset, less stressful mindset. That is the way to go. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow can worry about itself. That's my philosophy. What I work to sometimes. Yeah, man. The content is incredible. Thank you so much, Chainsaw. I think we're almost at the end of the comments, which is good. Everyone in the stream. Football Manager might be the best. Yeah, Football Manager. Yes, Football Manager. I have been thinking about doing a Football Manager stream. For this again, if there's demand for it, I might put up a poll: FIFA, PES, Football Manager, what would you like me to stream, or others, or if it's just other thing game related. Obviously, Red Marble thing is there. Yeah, chilling music for the joints. Yeah, everyone seems to be liking this tune. So Night Driving, man, that's what it's called. Night Driving. So yeah, maybe I'll keep this as the feed going in, man. Adad74, build up to you and great content. Yeah, Ad74 does have a YouTube channel, man. So make sure you go and guys, if you're there, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you go and support his channel, support him. I'm not a competitor or anything along those lines. I think it's always good to support other YouTubers. One last question. Go for a chainsaw because we're going to need to round up now. Yeah, this music is laid back. Yeah, I think I'm seeing a lot of this, so I will keep this for the music for going forward, I guess, because this is definitely a laid back stream. While I wait, so this is the last chainsaw question. What's the plan when the season starts for the Q&A? The Q&As will still be the same because I'm trying to keep the Q&A midweek, so it'll be Wednesday, 9 p.m. this time. It'll be difficult when the Champions League starts. So right now it's fine up until when the Champions League starts. When the Champions League starts, it'll probably be moved to Tuesday. So right now it's Wednesday. When the Champions League in Europa starts, it'll probably be moved to Tuesday. So the Q&A will be Tuesday. United Forum, it will probably be either Monday or Friday, not decided yet. Again, depends on fits and schedules. The regular shows that I hopefully want to get going into this will be the United Forum and the Week of Q&A. Those will be regular shows. Hopefully, Maisie, whom some of you will know, will come back to do top 10 Manchester United players weekly, which will be where we rank Manchester United players. And then possibly we might get like a European show again on top of the other content-related stuff. That's a lot of work, a lot of shows. So we'll see. Stay tuned. But I will try and do as much as I can. Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Guys, if you haven't liked or subscribed, make sure that you like and subscribe down below. Make sure you head over to Red Devil Studio Extra. I have pinned the link in the comments. Subscribe. It is my new shorts and highlights channel. I'd really appreciate the support because that is going to be where I'm going to be posting highlights for this channel and also shorts to this channel on that shorts channel. So Red Devil Studio Extra. Links in the description. Links in the comments. Subscribe to that. Red Marble as well. Entertainment, movies, TV. Links in the description. And we're on Twitch as well. So, guys, I'm almost on all social media now. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, even TikTok as well, guys. I'm making moves. So, guys, it's been a brilliant stream. I love this community. Ant, who's just popped in, says hi. Thanks for coming in, mate. I appreciate you as well. And head over to Ant's channel. He's a Leicester fan. He's a good friend of mine. Subscribe and support him as well. Have a nice day, everyone. And cheers.